Hello everyone. It's time to get organised to draft the main body of our text. And you guessed it, we're in the trade of writing organisation today. Both in terms of choosing what comes first out of our subtopics and organising our information inside of our first paragraph. So let's get started. You're going to begin by deciding which subtopic paragraph is going to go first. And to do that, you need to think. Out of the questions that you researched and the information that you gathered, is there some information that the reader needs to read and understand before they read and understand other information that you're going to present? For me, on my topic, the Eastern Fiddler Ray, there's actually not. It's going to come down to personal preference. And so what I think to myself then is, what would I like the reader to imagine first up about the Ray? Well, when it comes down to it, what I really want them to see in their mind is a moving, living creature. And so I look at my questions and my eyes focus on the question, how do they behave, or how do rays behave? So that's the one that I'm going to address first in my text. So how do I do this? I go to my gathering grid and I read the notes that I have written beside the question, how do they behave? There's quite a lot there about how the ray tends to live on the bottom of the ocean and move around like a shark. It crunches its food in its jaws and scavenges like a shark. And actually, the way it even gives birth is like a shark. You know what? This creature's behaviour is very shark-like. I think that is going to be the main idea of that paragraph. And I'm going to put it into my first sentence. And so, after writing my subtopic heading, how do they behave? I write, the Eastern Fiddler Ray is shark-like in the way it moves, eats, and even gives birth. So how am I now going to organise the rest of my paragraph? What I'm going to do is I'm going to talk through each of the facts that I have in turn. However, what do you do if there is information for one fact across 3 different boxes? If I look across the top of the 3 boxes that I have notes in, I've got rests on bottom of ocean, lives on bottom of ocean, moves by swishing tail like a shark, obviously around the bottom of the ocean. I have got information in 3 different boxes about the same fact. What I'm going to do is something called synthesizing. Synthesizing is when you take information from different places and combine it into one fact. And so I write, the ray lives exclusively on the bottom of the ocean, which it moves around by swishing its tail like a shark. I then go on to write about the other facts that I have in the different boxes. You'll see that the next sentence I write is actually made up of 2 pieces of information that are in the same box but are underneath each other. Again, I'm synthesizing. I write, it scavenges its food from the nets and traps of fishing boats, then eats by crunching it between its jaws. I go on with the rest of my facts. Its diet is mainly shellfish and worms. Baby rays hatch from eggs inside the mother and eat their egg sac until they're ready to be born. Between 4 and 6 pups are born at a time. Now it's your turn. Synthesizing takes practice, but it's important for writing good paragraphs. Look across at the boxes that you have next to your first subtopic question. Think, is there information in more than one box that should be joined together and combined into the one fact? into the one sentence even. Perhaps you'll see information in 2 boxes to do that too. Or perhaps you'll actually gather and synthesize information from across 3 boxes. Remember to talk about each of your facts in turn. And if you decide a fact is not relevant, just leave it out. Enjoy your work.